Back with our panel. Thanks for joining us here on this digital extra. We have with us right now Aaron Brewer, the vice chair of the Oklahoma Democratic Party in Oklahoma, Dave Bond with OCPA, and Brett Sharp, a UCO poli-sci professor. Thanks so much, all of you, for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's good to be here.
Let's talk about Ryan Walters and his future. He left abruptly. Is he going to come back in the future, or did he say, I've had enough of being an elected official? How about we start with you, Brett?
Well, I'm not a mind reader. I kind of suspect that he's going to come back at some point. It's like he's reloading or something. I don't know. But he's just been a fascinating character in Oklahoma politics. I don't think we've had anybody as colorful as him ever.
I mean, I told him when he was here, you're the most polarizing, local political figure that I've covered in more than 2 decades doing this sort of thing. And I meant it.
Yeah.
And he
in
also,
multiple states, not
right,
just, yeah.
Right. And he also had the highest name recognition. You know, we were just talking about the gubernatorial candidates. His name recognition was off the charts compared to any one of them. So I thought maybe the governor's race could be a thing. Dave, what do you think? Do you think Ryan Walters is going to come back? Clearly, he's still political. He's still staying in politics in his own way. But do you see him running for office again?
I don't know. I think that will depend on what's best for his family. He still has a young family. He's got to keep that in mind. I think he's in a new role now that really plays to his strengths as a spokesperson and as an individual and as somebody who has proven an ability to rally people towards a cause. I think he still very much has that. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see him again, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he's successful in this next thing and just pursues that.
And just kind of keeps with it. Aaron, what do you think?
Well, collectively, we all breathed a sigh of relief. I mean, what a weight has been lifted from our schools and our educators and truly our parents and students.
Hold on. You guys had a party, didn't you?
We did. And parties are still going on. There's another one coming up and another one coming up. Parties are happening across the state. It really has changed the air in Oklahoma to have him out of the picture. But don't count him out, because this was the pattern before. He came into a position of a newly created entity no one had heard of, and since he's left it, no one's heard of that entity again. He got elevated by Governor Stitt to the Secretary of Ed. He got elected to state superintendent. Now he's moved on to another fly-by-night, brand new entity that's backed by really wealthy funders. Who knows what kind of platform they're creating for him, but I would not be surprised to see him run for an office again. So don't count him out.
Dave, he did make a lot of enemies. Obviously, a lot of people on the other side of the political aisle were not fans of Ryan Walters. But
I noticed that. Yeah.
But even among Republicans, Gintner Drummond, obviously, and Governor Stitt, who of course was a giant supporter of his, really helped bring him up. In the end, they really didn't see eye to eye on a lot of things, and they kind of had a falling out. Do you think that ended up playing a role? And how do you think Republicans as a whole are going to remember Ryan Walters' time in charge of Oklahoma education?
I think he should be remembered at this point as somebody who did a whole lot to empower parents in education in Oklahoma. A lot of people may not like that statement, but I really think it's true.
Aaron didn't like it. But
that's okay. It's a free country.
Yeah.
It is.
Totally fine. I think that really has to be acknowledged. I think he also did a lot to acknowledge a lot of things in the culture that are bothering a lot of parents and grandparents and families all over Oklahoma. And I think that was a value that he created. He did not make everybody happy when he did those things. And he had a hard-charging style that produced all sorts of different results, but I think you have to give him a lot of credit for really emphasizing those two things. Emphasizing parents in the education equation is not something that was happening as much until he started his campaign 4 years ago.
Right.
And I think he continued that theme throughout.
Dave Bond, Aaron Brewer, Brett Sharp, thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Evan.